Hello? Agreed. Agreed, honey. Everybody, it's Chloe here. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my channel if you're new. Today, you first of all join me in a different setup. This is my front room. This is where a lot of my read books sit. And I thought today would be fun to do a little bit of a read along because, well, I've got a lot of books to read and I'm gonna spend a little bit of time reading. So I just thought we could read together. Currently, our choice of read is Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. I'm loving this so far, honestly. I'm about 130 pages in and I am working in a little while. So I thought we could spend some time reading that together. But before we get in, I have a bit of a book haul that I thought we could go through together. I did get a bit of fairy mail, and this is from one of my lovely followers on TikTok, Silent Reads, and she did send me this. I did open it, but I thought I could show you because I'm very excited. So she got me Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte, and this cover is stunning. This is the book that I received, and I also have a little note in here which says, "Happy Wishlist Wednesday. I love watching your videos and other content. Keep up the good work." How cute is that? She is the freaking cutest. So I do have this as my first haul book, I guess, but I didn't purchase this one. This one was lovely gifted to me. So thank you very, very much. Moving on to some books that I picked up in TK Maxx. Now, I have actually really wanted to start reading more classical books or books that are just a bit more of a cult classic. So I saw a few different variations in TK Maxx and I just had to pick them up. So the first one I've got is Agatha Christie's The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. It's beautiful, it's stunning, and it was £2.70. £2.70. I couldn't not pick it up. I also picked up The Secret Garden, and this again, look at how stunning. I just couldn't not give it a home. So that can be added to my sort of more classical pile of books to read, and I really want to start getting into those this year. The last one for more classical books that were picked up was Persuasion by Jane Austen. Can we talk about this cover? It is absolutely gorgeous. Again, I have absolutely not a single clue what happens in this book, but there is flowers and a boat on the front. I'm assuming the boat has a part of it. The flowers might be decorative. No idea. But this again was £2.40. There were two other books that I picked up, and when I tell you how excited I was to see these, I have wanted to read People We Meet on Vacation for ages, and I've just never ordered it. I could have, but I never did. And it was in TK Maxx. So I was so freaking excited to see this. I've watched the movie. I normally would like to read first, but I did watch the movie and I absolutely loved it. And apparently the book's better. And like most of the time, of course it is. So I finally got a copy, and this was $5.99, which I think actually is a bit of a steal. And I'm just so chuffed to have it. Along with that, I also picked up Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I don't know if I had this, to be honest. I can't remember. My TBR pile is that big. I don't know if I own this. So I picked it up because one, I can return it, or two, I can gift it to somebody. Bearing in mind I'm meant to be on a book buying ban. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6, and we have something else. I did a little cheeky works order, but I have a knife. This is a steak knife. This isn't a steak, but it's the first knife I grabbed. Doing this standing up is not safe, is it? But here we go. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna have to put this box down, right? The first book that I picked up is The Story of My Life by Lucy Score. How pretty is this? This is my read shelf, by the way. I feel like I should mention this. These are all the books that I have read. You can't see them all. And of course I have a lot on my Kindle that I haven't got trophy books of. But yes, I did buy, actually this is fair to comment, I did buy the Windy City series when I read them on my Kindle, because I freaking love them so much. And of course Rewind It Back is not there because it hasn't earned its place here yet because I've not read it yet. Anyway, The first book I picked up is Lucy Score, Story of My Life. Hazel Hart isn't just writing a romance novel, she's living one. I wish that was me. I don't know anything about this, actually. I just saw Lucy Score, I saw it as pink, I thought, yeah, in the basket, in you go. Oh, it's a small town, sold. Campbell Bishop, 6 feet 3 inches of grouchy contractor. Ah! Say less. Okay. All you need to know, which will sell most of you girlies like it would me, small town fake dating. Enough said. It's a chunky boy. I have noticed Lucy Score is a writer, right? This is over 500 pages. Frida McFadden, Want to Know a Secret. I like Frida. I have lots of Frida that I've still not read upstairs. However, there's a birthday cake, first of all, on the side of this one. How cool is that? It's about a baker. If you wanted to know. And she has a lot of secrets. I feel like I don't want to say any more. It's on the back. Pause to read, if you'd like. It's probably flipped, actually, so that's going to be no use to you. The one I am most excited for. Oh my god, there's a giant sticker on it. If this leaves any kind of marks, I'm going to riot. Liz Tomford, or Liz Tomfordy. I say Liz Tomford, because that to me says Tomford. But I have heard people say Tomfordy. If anyone could correct me on the correct pronunciation, that would be fantastic. In the meantime, it's Tomford to me, until I'm told otherwise. And if I'm correct, tell me as well, because I love being told that I'm right. This is In League of Her Own. This is the first book in a Windy City spin-off. Yes, say freaking less to me. I've not even finished the Windy City series. I still have one book left. It's Rio's book. I'm scared to read it because I feel I'll be heartbroken that it's over. But not anymore, baby. I can read it because I have this to then dwell over being the last book. I'm so freaking excited about this. First of all, stunning cover. The colours, everything. I like that it has the writing is raised. I love the small reflected details. Everything about it to me screams yes please. I cannot wait to read this. This might actually have to be bumped up. I might have to scoot off some of my March TBR that read, rewind it back, and then sink my teeth in, because are you kidding? I wonder if anyone could guess what they are. Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. Now I have just finished Fourth Wing on Audible and freaking loved it. Like loved it. 5-star. I can get why everyone's like, you need to read this. I listened to it on Audible because I was halfway through another book, but I was just dying to start it. And I had some credits and I thought, yes, I'm just going to order it. Worth it. I am freaking obsessed. So naturally, I ordered the second one. Even though I think I'm going to carry them on Audible, especially now I've seen the size of that, I think I'm going to carry them on Audible. I really like it. I think that the people who read it, the voice actors who read the characters, do a really good job. It's hard to find an audiobook that I really like, and I just really liked the audiobook. I thought they did it really good justice. So this can actually go on this shelf, because technically I've read it. This chunky monkey, however, that is ridiculously long. It's 700. It's 786 pages. That might be the fattest book that I have that's unread, because I'm pretty sure, well, obviously Alchemized trunks is that. Binding 13 I don't even think is that long. No, it's not, like, at all. That is crazy. I did not realise it was this big, but that doesn't mean I'm not excited. I am, but I'm probably going to audio it. But how amazing. I just need Onyx Storm as paperback now, so they all match, because I've seen people have some hardback, some paperback. No. If I'm doing a series, they all need to be the same. I can't have this whole hardback, paperback. I'm fine with having hardbacks if I get them both as hardback. So I've got the Wolf King and the Night Prince both as hardback, fine. But if I had these two and then Onyx Storm as a hardback, honey, not for me. No, sir. So that is the other two books that I picked up. And I'm so freaking excited about these, I'm not gonna lie. They're stunning. They are absolutely beautiful. And what's the best thing is that can go straight on my red shelf. So only that one, that monster comes upstairs with me. Can we also talk, actually, that's stunning. I've just realised they obviously connect on the side. And I love that. How pretty is that? Don't know what those marks are. How pretty is that? And then obviously Onyx Storm is gonna be, I think it's coming out in paperback soon, I've heard. I'm already delved into this fandom and I'm here for it. So I think it's coming in paperback soon. And I can't wait. It's great. I love it. I love them. So they are all the books that I have picked up. That is just a box. They are all the books. Now I think I'm gonna get cozy, read a bit of my book before I start work is the game plan. Okay, I have my ambient music playing, but it's not really ambient. I've got like birds tweeting and a river flowing in the background. Super cute. I do love listening to this. I think it just gets me more excited for like spring and summer. The book that I'm currently reading is Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. I love this so far. I really hope it continues the way it has started. But yes, I'm gonna get stuck into this. So I'm currently starting on chapter 17, page 132. You've changed locations again, and that is because parcels were delivered and the door was opened. So I had to move the tripod. So I'm very sorry for the change of locations. I've read for an hour of Say You'll Remember Me. So I was on page 132 and I'm now on page 189. So I've read about 50 something pages. So it was quite a slow read, but I do find that the words in this book are a little bit smaller. So I'm probably averaging about 1 minute something per page, which isn't too bad considering I had to sort the dog out and answer the door. So I was disrupted a few times during this reading. I am really liking this book so far. It's got some sensitive subjects in there, but I think that they're being written well and represented well. I am very fortunate to not have suffered some of the things that these characters are going through. One of their parents has dementia. I'm very fortunate to not have had that experience. So I can't say with full accuracy that I can totally relate to how well this is being portrayed, but from what I can read, I'd say that Abby's done a really good job thus far. I am about just under halfway through this book now, and I'm hoping to read a little bit more later on, but sadly I do need to leave for work in like 30 minutes, so I need to go take the dog out, feed her and tie my hair up, do a few little bits and bobs. And I'm glad that this was our monthly pick. It's kind of inspired me that maybe me and my mum should read some Emily Henry, because this is my third or fourth Abby Jimenez book I've read, and I've liked all of them. And my mum has read Just for the Summer, and this, obviously she's reading this at the moment like I am. And that was like a proper yawn attack. That came out of nowhere. Wow. I don't think that's ever happened to me. Crazy. She really is enjoying this, so I think that maybe we could have a little look at some Emily Henry's, because I feel like they're along the same vibe. Maybe we can look into those as well. But yeah, I'm really, really enjoying this so far. I find it's still very light-hearted. There are, of course, some other tropes in there. And I just love Abby Jimenez. Just for the Summer and Yours Truly were two books that were on my top 25 for 2025. And I will still die on that hill. Just for the Summer has a very special place in my heart. It's what got me back into reading. I was a very big reader and bookworm as a teenager, and then I think I got my first boyfriend and I kind of just fell out of it a little bit. It wasn't cool anymore. I didn't have the time to sit and read like I did, and I just really fell out of it, which is really sad because of the amount of books that I've probably missed. And then last year I went on a trip with my partner and I bought a book to read while we were there, which I hadn't picked up and read a book in years. And I used to love books. I used to ask for books for birthday, Christmas. I used to read all the time. I used to go to, my favourite thing to do when I was like 13, 14 was with my best friend, we'd go into Waterstones and with our pocket money we'd buy a book and sit and read the book in the store. and I loved it. And I just fell out of that, which is really, really sad. And I picked up Just for the Summer, and that was my first book that I picked up after like a 10-year reading slump. I've read little bits in between. I've read some books here and there, but I've never truly picked up a book in over 10 years. And I picked it up and I read it within 2 days, and I was absolutely obsessed. I was hooked. I loved it. I love everything about it. So for that reason, Just for the Summer will always have a very special place in my heart, because it has brought me back to reading and to being in the position I am now, where I don't go a day without reading, because I feel like it feels out of routine for me if I don't read something. I've read at least 60 books, I would say, since starting to read again. And every book has brought me such joy, and it makes me feel so grateful to have something like this. Why am I getting emotional? Why am I getting emotional? Am I due on my period? Possibly. Anyway, I'm getting completely off topic here. I have really been enjoying this. I really love it, and I'm glad that you could join me. There's some interesting traits, but there's also that romance, and at the moment it's at that stage where they really like each other and they want to be together, but because of circumstances it's not proving very easy. One of them's had to move away due to family issues, and the other one is stuck where they are because they own a business they can't really get out of, but they really like each other. I wouldn't go as far as love, but I think that is heavily implied. There is an element of insta love here, which some people don't like. I'm not opposed to it, and the reason I'm saying that is I definitely feel there's been times in my life where I have fallen head over heels for someone very, very quickly. So I find it is quite relatable. Whether or not that was real love, looking back, is questionable. However, I definitely do think that that is a real thing. And it's like the infatuation, the love. So I do kind of think it's not for everybody, but I can appreciate it in a book, that you can physically and emotionally be overwhelmed of how attracted you are by somebody. So I like it personally. I think it's not for everybody, and I can understand why, but I also think the argument of it not being realistic is also not necessarily true. I think somebody can fall in love with someone very, very quickly. So I really like this so far. Anyway, he's a vet, so he loves dogs, he loves animals, and he doesn't like anyone who mistreats animals, so I can fully love that for him. She is very charismatic and very humorous, and she's got quite an interesting job. She like promotes a mustard brand. It's like funny about it. I don't know how to best describe her personality, but she's very witty, very funny, and it's got a lot of family life as well. So yeah, I there's a lot going on for this at the moment, and I'm really, really liking it. Now that is everything for my video today. I know it's a little bit different to what I've normally posted, but I was kind of not sure what to post, if I'm being honest, and I was running out of ideas. Or not even running out of ideas, I just didn't have any ideas to begin with, point blank. I thought this was a nice change of pace, and I hope you did enjoy it. But if you have any other ideas, video ideas or recommendations, then please do let me know. Yeah, I definitely love the idea of doing some kind of readathons where I read one author for a week, or I try and finish a book series in a week, or maybe not a week, depending on the book series, honestly. I did read half of the Shatter Me series in 1 week, so technically I think it is doable for me to finish that series. So that's definitely a video idea that I can absolutely do. Or read all Emily Henry for 1 week, or finish this series with me for a week, or I don't know, you get the point, and you get what I'm trying to make. So as I said, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.